Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Lorraine 40 ton. It's a tier 8 French premium medium. It's located on the northeast spawn of highway and it's under the command of danijjjel. And he's in platoon with another Lorraine 40 ton under Peugeot 147. Game on. Okay, this is a fairly lightweight medium. Well, lightweight in it's 43 tons, but it's actually quite a fast medium. 60 kilometers an hour. It's got a 100mm main gun, capable of 300 alpha, and it's a 4-shot autoloader with an oscillating turret. So it might not have much armor. It's very fast, able to get around the enemy, and has 4 shots to fire. So 1200 hit points available. And fairly quickly as well, 2.5 seconds between each shot. The only problem with this tank, really, I might say, is the reload time. It's quite long. 35.24 seconds is the standard reload, and so that's quite a long time. Now he's managed to get down here, knocked a tree down to provide himself some cover, and just wanted to stop here and let his teammates catch up for the moment. Now, this is one of those premium tanks that was actually a premium beforehand, or it's in the tech tree anyway, and it's been taken out of the tech tree and put in as a premium afterwards. A lot of people liked it when it was first in the game, but of course they knew that it had fairly poor durability because it's very thin armour. The armour is only 40mm at the front, 30 at the sides, 25 at the rear, and that's on the hull. The turret has only got 20mm at the rear, so it's paper thin, really. Very, very thin indeed. But what it does have is that ability to do a lot of damage very quickly. And, oh yeah, he took around from the TL7 for 330. He's not happy about that. But of course, virtually any shot that hits this thing is going to get pinned. Pops out and pumps 1 in. 2 in. And he gets the kill shot with the second one. Now, the question is, does he pop the reload? Or does he stay with what he's got? Well, he's decided to pop the reload. You can kind of treat this medium tank almost like you would an ELC, because they've both got about the same speed, although this thing is quite bigger. And the ELC's got a 3-shot 90mm gun. This is a 4-shot 100mm gun. And it's very good pen as well, 232mm of pen with standard ammo. M6Y took 1 round, and now he's being pushed back, and there's another one just took a round, and we need to get past our teammate, but we pumped the last 2 rounds in. Well, we pumped 1 round in, and now we just need to push the last remaining enemy tanks away. 4-6 gone. Well, that made quick business of the enemy tanks in the town. Yeah, we lost we did lose a few tanks because we're down by 2, but you can see how well they disposed of the enemy tanks, and now we've got a problem back at our cap area, and that's why we're dashing back as fast as we can to stop a cap out. Now, they actually made 2 prototypes in 1952. It was a design from 1940. After the Germans had actually captured France, they still carried on designing, they just didn't build any. Well, they did build a few, the ARL-44, but this could have been built in the late 40s, but they only actually got around to doing it in the 52. And they fitted air core tyres. It had, well, as I said, very good pen, very fast speed, good gun depression. Gun depression is 8 degrees. And just look at how it's disposing of these enemy tanks. It's tearing them to shreds. Now, he's only got 1 shell. Is he going to pop the reload? Yes, he does. Good. He's having a good game so far. Just under 2.5k of damage and 1 kill. Peugeot's got 2 kills. Just waiting for that long reload. 33.75 is what danijjjel has. So he's only knocked 2 seconds off the reload time. Now, the enemy is capping, but it's a bit of a waste of time because they're only making themselves easy targets. I think it's the Kunstpanzer that's in the cap, but I think we might have to use a few shells on the Progetto. No, we don't need to. Our teammates can get that guy And we're just going to pop up here and reset the Kunstpanzer by putting rounds straight through his rear. Hello, Mr. Kunstpanzer. One. Oh, that one hit the tracks. Just have to line it up. That's it. That's better. And we might take a round. Oh, yes, we did. But we popped the reload. In fact, we took one round that actually went through the turrets. The progetto's gone. You can see where the round actually went. Of course, oscillating turrets was a post-war thing. This tank didn't actually get built in the end, and that's why the Lorraine 15550 and the Lorraine 15551 were never built either, because they depended on this vehicle getting approval. And it wasn't, the oscillating tanks didn't get approval in the end, except for the AMX-13. Okay, missed with the first shot. And with the second, not good. Can you get this one in? That better. He got that one into the rear of the turret. Now we just need to get a reset. One more. Okay, well, we can get a reset. Oh, the Kunz is gone. He just got taken out by our T95, which means now the 122 TM is the only one remaining in the cap area. And we've got one shell. And I think he's waiting so that guy actually collects a few capture points so we can get the defense. Pop round the corner and just blast him. Hello! And he's out the game just like that. But we did take a hit for 334. We're now one shot. And there's still one enemy tank out there, the GeForce 1008. Now, if you remember, that's the tank destroyer with the autoloader. And he's out there somewhere. Okay, so he's popping his reload. Still 3 left on his team. Of course, the GeForce also has an autoloader. And he also has, what it was, an oscillating turret? I don't think it is, if I remember correctly, an oscillating. Or am I wrong? No, I think the GeForce does actually have an oscillating turret. Okay, so we're working on the impression that he's down this end. Meanwhile, the T95 and the Object 263 headed straight to the cap, which is probably the best move. But I think he's going to get to the south side of that road and then approach from that direction. So, no, you can't go through there. He seems to be waiting because he doesn't want to get picked off by the GeForce shooting at long range. So he's waiting until those guys have got up from the hill, and then he's going to take aim and try and shoot out from long range. It has got a long aim time, this tank. Okay, working on the base of the GeForce is right at the back. He could actually stay underneath the ridge on the road and go across the field quickly. This is where that 60 kilometers an hour speed really comes in useful for covering short distances very fast. Okay, I go to the right, but he's decided to go to the left. You've got the cover there, and yes, the GeForce is to the right. But he goes down with one shot, and that is the end of the game. And a good one for danijjjel. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for danijjjel in the Lorraine 40-ton. He managed to get a hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks or more, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, and he did pick up a defender for resetting the cap enough times to get 70 defense points in the process. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he actually managed to get the highest damage in the game, but it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he did not get the high caliber. He got 3,690 hit points in the Lorraine 40-ton. Second highest damage was the Object 263 on the enemy team, 2,993. And the third highest damage in that game turned out to be the GeForce 1008 we saw right at the end of the game, and he got taken out by our Object 263 in the end. When it came to kills, it was actually the Progetto on the enemy team managed to get 4 kills with his auto reloader. 3 kills went to the Object 263 and the E50 on our team. And then 2 kills went to the Object 263 on the enemy team, their GeForce 1008, and also to the T95, and both Lorraine 40 tons picked up 2 kills in that game. Unfortunately, Peugeot 147 was taken out during the battle. When it came to base XP, it's danijjjel. So he not only got the highest damage, he also got the highest base XP. And look at this, 1,313, the only one to get over 1,000 base, with the next highest scorer being the Object 263 with 880, followed by the T95 with 857. So only person to get over 1,000 base and the highest damage. Missed out on getting the highest number of kills, well, just by a little bit. Anyway, 17 shots fired, 15 direct hits and 13 penetrations. It's really got good penetration, this gun. Only 100 millimeters, so only 300 hit points per, but the fact is that it can rack up the damage quite quickly. And it's not guaranteed to pen, but if you put the shot in the right place, it should go through. Just got to remember, the enemy can do the same to you because, of course, this thing doesn't really have any armor. You got 3,690 hit points of damage. All of it was at close range. He received 4 hits from the enemy, and every shot hit the target and went through, which is what we'd expect because it has no armor. 2 enemy vehicles were spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 destroyed, and 841 hit points of damage assistance. And he did get 100 defense points, so he reset the cap enough times to get a full 100. On a free-to-play account, he actually made a profit of 62,360 credits from that game. And he also took away 2,954 experience points. It just goes to show the Lorraine 40 ton, it moves as quickly as a light tank. It's fairly big, like a medium. It's got a nice burst damage. The only problem is no armor. And of course, the other problem is that it has an incredibly long reload. So if you burst all your 4 shots into the enemy, you need to run away quickly and hide so you can get that reload in. Because if you don't, then the enemy's just going to fill you full of holes by the time that you've actually reloaded. So yes, you have to get to cover or pop the reload early and hope that your teammates can protect you whilst you're reloading. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. Good game by danijjjel. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.